Welcome to another deep dive. This time, we're going to be talking about jaguars, a creature that you guys have requested to learn more about, and honestly, I'm excited to.
Oh, yeah.
Jaguars, they're such cool animals. I mean, they're beautiful, they're strong, they're just
Powerful.
powerful. And yeah, so we'll be exploring everything from their physical prowess and hunting techniques to their significance in ancient cultures and the challenges they face today.
The whole shebang.
The whole shebang. Buckle up because we're about to uncover some fascinating insights about this incredible big cat.
One of the things that's so interesting about jaguars is that they're apex predators.
Right.
They're not just like big cats. They are the kings and queens of their domain.
Yeah.
Really reigning supreme in the Americas.
Yeah, and I was reading that they're actually the largest cat in the Americas.
Yep.
Which is just mind-blowing. But how does that size, really translate to their actual strength and power? Like, how strong are these guys?
Yeah. So think about this. They can weigh over 200 pounds.
Wow.
And their build is so incredibly robust.
Yeah.
Like, they're just built like tanks.
Mm-hmm.
And so they have incredibly powerful jaws with a bite force that can crush bone.
Like, literally crush bone.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It's really impressive.
That's incredible. I'm curious, though, how does that, compare to other big cats, like lions or tigers?
Yeah, so lions and tigers often rely on suffocation to
Okay.
take down their prey.
Right.
Jaguars are different.
Okay.
Jaguars go for a swift kill.
Oh, wow.
They target the skull or the vertebrae with a single powerful bite.
So they just go straight for, the kill shot.
Exactly. It's all about efficiency.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
It really is a testament to their strength and their precision.
Uh-huh.
I also read that their bite is so powerful that it can even crack a turtle shell.
Oh, yeah?
Is that true?
That's absolutely true.
What?
That's one of the most fascinating aspects of their hunting technique.
Yeah.
They've adapted to their environment in such a way that they can take down prey that other predators would struggle with.
Yeah, they really have.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Okay, let's talk about their appearance because their spotted coat is just so iconic.
It is.
What makes their markings so unique?
So those black rosettes with the central spots,
Yeah.
those are like nature's fingerprint for the jaguar.
Oh, wow.
You can tell them apart from leopards because leopards don't have those central spots.
It's a subtle difference, but it's so cool.
It is.
And then there's the whole melanism thing,
Oh,
which
yeah.
I find so fascinating. I know it means that some jaguars have black coats, but what causes that?
So melanism is a genetic variation
Okay.
that causes an overproduction of melanin.
Mm-hmm.
And melanin is the pigment that's responsible for coloration.
Okay.
So in jaguars, it leads to these stunning black coats.
Yeah.
And you can still kind of faintly see the rosettes. It's like a hidden pattern.
So you could be looking right at a jaguar and you even realize it's there.
Exactly. They're masters of camouflage.
That's so cool. Okay, let's move on to their habitat.
Okay.
We know they prefer rainforests, but are they found anywhere else?
So rainforests are definitely their primary habitat.
Yeah.
But jaguars are surprisingly adaptable.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You might find them in swamps, grasslands, even arid scrublands.
So they're not just jungle dwellers?
Nope, they can thrive in all sorts of different ecosystems.
That's really cool. So if they can be in all these different ecosystems, what about their preferred locations?
So think about the Amazon basin.
Oh, yeah.
It's this vast, relatively undisturbed area
Right.
that's teeming with life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really a jaguar stronghold.
Like a jaguar paradise.
Yeah, exactly. But unfortunately, human activities like deforestation are really shrinking their habitat.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and it's pushing these beautiful creatures into more remote areas.
So that's a concerning thought because if these lush rainforests are like their paradise, what happens when that paradise is disrupted?
It forces them to adapt. They
Right.
have to find new ways to survive.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that adaptation leads them closer to human settlements,
Oh.
which can obviously create conflict.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's dive deeper into their diet.
All right.
Being carnivores, they must have a pretty diverse menu, right?
They do.
What kinds of things do they eat?
Their diet includes a wide range of prey,
Okay.
from deer and peccaries to monkeys and even fish.
Wow.
They're also known to take down caimans.
Wait, they eat caimans?
Oh, yeah.
Like crocodiles?
Yeah, which really highlights their incredible strength and their hunting skills.
That's crazy. What stands out to you about their diet?
Honestly, the fact that they can take down caimans,
Yeah.
it takes a lot of power, a lot of strategy.
It's fascinating how they've adapted to hunt both on land and in water.
Absolutely. And that's what makes them such effective apex predators.
Uh-huh.
They've mastered a variety of hunting techniques,
Right.
which allows them to thrive in these diverse environments.
It's really amazing how versatile they are as hunters.
Yeah.
But there's another layer to the jaguar's story that I find really fascinating, and that's their cultural significance.
Oh, yeah.
It's deeply rooted in history, isn't it?
It is. The jaguar holds a prominent place in the history and the mythology of many ancient American cultures,
Like which ones?
particularly the Mayans and the Aztecs.
Oh, wow. So can you give us some specific examples of how they were revered?
Yeah, so imagine like elaborate temples
Okay.
adorned with jaguar carvings.
Mm-hmm.
Their image was literally woven into the fabric of these societies. They weren't
Wow.
just animals, they were powerful deities,
Mm-hmm.
symbols of strength and protectors of the people.
So their reverence went beyond just admiration for a powerful predator.
Right.
It seems like they saw a deeper connection between jaguars and the spiritual realm.
Exactly. The jaguar was often associated with the underworld,
Really?
acting as a bridge between the realms of the living and the dead.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it really speaks volumes about their understanding of life and death
Yeah.
and the interconnectedness of the natural world.
It's fascinating how a single animal can hold such profound meaning for entire civilizations.
It is.
But sadly, in the modern world, this magnificent creature faces some serious threats, doesn't it?
Unfortunately, yes.
Like what?
The jaguar is currently classified as near threatened,
Okay.
which means it's facing a high risk of extinction in the wild.
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
What are the main factors that are contributing to this decline?
Habitat loss is a major culprit.
Okay.
Things like deforestation for agriculture, logging, and mining.
Right.
All of these activities are fragmenting the jaguar's home,
Mm-hmm.
making it difficult for them to thrive and maintain healthy populations.
So it's not just about losing their homes.
Right.
It's about being cut off from other jaguars,
Exactly.
which can then disrupt breathing patterns and genetic diversity.
Precisely. And that isolation can lead to a decline in genetic diversity,
Right.
which then makes the populations more vulnerable to diseases and environmental changes.
Oh, wow.
And then there's also the ongoing issue of poaching.
Yeah, poaching is a huge problem.
It is.
I know that the illegal wildlife trade is a global problem, and I imagine jaguars are targeted for their beautiful fur.
Sadly, yes. Their pelts are highly prized on the black market.
Oh, no.
And that demand fuels these poaching activities,
Right.
which further decimates jaguar populations.
It's just tragic that the animals are being killed just for their beauty.
It is.
Are there any other human-related threats that jaguars face?
Yeah, sometimes it's a matter of human-wildlife conflict,
Okay.
especially when jaguars prey on livestock.
Right.
If their natural prey becomes scarce because of habitat loss,
Mm-hmm.
they may target livestock out of necessity,
Okay.
which then leads to retaliatory killings by farmers.
Right. So it's a complex issue with multiple layers,
It is.
and it seems like finding solutions that benefit both humans and jaguars is crucial for their survival.
Absolutely. We need to find ways to coexist,
Yeah,
to protect both human livelihoods and the biodiversity that enriches our planet.
exactly.
Yeah.
So what are some of the current efforts that are being made to protect jaguars?
There are a number of conservation initiatives underway.
Okay.
One of the key strategies is establishing protected areas.
Mm-hmm.
So these areas provide safe havens for jaguars,
Okay.
allowing them to roam and reproduce without the threat of human encroachment.
The protected areas could be like national parks or reserves or even privately owned lands that are dedicated to conservation.
Exactly. Think of them as sanctuaries,
Yeah,
where jaguars can thrive.
that's great.
Then there are anti-poaching initiatives,
Okay.
where organizations work tirelessly to combat illegal hunting.
Mm-hmm.
They'll patrol areas known for poaching activities,
Right.
and they educate local communities about the importance of jaguar conservation.
Education seems like a really critical component
It is.
because it helps people understand the value of these animals and hopefully encourages them to become stewards of their environment.
Exactly. It's about shifting perspectives
Yeah,
and fostering a sense of responsibility for the natural world.
I love that. Another important initiative I've heard of is the creation of ecological corridors.
Yeah,
These are like pathways that connect fragmented habitats, right?
you got it. Remember how we talked about habitat fragmentation being a major threat?
Yeah.
Well, ecological corridors help to connect those isolated jaguar populations,
Okay.
allowing them to move between areas, find mates, and maintain genetic diversity.
It's like building bridges for them to thrive.
Exactly.
That's a really innovative approach.
It is.
Are there any specific organizations dedicated to jaguar conservation that are doing particularly impactful work?
Organizations like Panthera and the World Wildlife Fund, WWF, are leading the charge.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of them.
You'll be amazed by the work they're doing.
Yeah.
From research and habitat protection
Mm-hmm.
to community engagement and policy advocacy,
Wow.
their efforts are really making a difference.
It's so encouraging to know that there are people out there dedicated to protecting these magnificent creatures.
It is.
But what about us? What can we as individuals do to help?
That's a great question, and it's one that everyone should be asking themselves.
Yeah.
Awareness is a powerful tool.
Okay.
The more we learn and share about the jaguar,
Mm-hmm.
the threats that it faces, and the efforts to protect it,
Right.
the more we can inspire others to take action.
It really does feel like so much of what we've discussed today highlights that interconnectedness of everything.
Yeah.
The jaguar's fate is intertwined with the health of the rainforest,
Mm-hmm.
the actions of people, and even the choices that we make in our daily lives.
You've hit on a crucial point.
Mm-hmm.
Protecting jaguars isn't just about saving a single species.
Right.
It's about recognizing the delicate balance of ecosystems
Yeah.
and understanding that our actions have ripple effects.
We've uncovered so much about the jaguar in this deep dive.
We have.
We explored their incredible strength and those fascinating hunting techniques like their bone-crushing bite force that allows them to take down even caimans.
And we delved into their unique beauty.
Yeah.
From those mesmerizing rovettes that distinguish them from other big cats to the intriguing phenomenon of melanism that creates those stunning black coats.
We also journeyed back in time to uncover the jaguar's profound significance in ancient cultures,
We did.
where it was revered as a powerful deity and a symbol of strength, protection, and the interconnectedness of life and death.
Yeah.
But what truly resonated with me is the urgent need for conservation.
Uh-huh.
The jaguar is facing an uphill battle due to habitat loss, poaching, and human-wildlife conflict.
It is.
Their near-threatened status is a stark reminder that we need to act now to ensure their survival.
Absolutely.
You know, hearing about these threats makes those ancient stories of reverence even more poignant.
It does.
It makes you wonder, what would those ancient civilizations think of how we treat jaguars today?
That's a powerful question to consider.
Yeah,
It really challenges us to reflect on our own relationship with nature
right.
and to ask ourselves if we are honoring the legacy of those who came before us.
What can we do to bridge that gap? We've talked about supporting organizations like Panthera and the WWF,
Mm-hmm.
but are there other ways that we can make a difference?
Absolutely. Even small actions can have a big impact.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Like what?
Being mindful of our consumption habits,
Okay.
supporting sustainable businesses,
Mm-hmm.
and advocating for responsible land management practices
Mm-hmm.
are all ways that we can contribute.
It's really empowering to know that we can all play a role in jaguar conservation, no matter where we live or what our background is.
Every voice matters.
Yeah.
By spreading awareness, making informed choices, and supporting conservation efforts, we can collectively create a brighter future
Mm-hmm.
for jaguars and the ecosystems that they inhabit.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of jaguars, I'm left with a sense of awe for this magnificent creature and a renewed determination to protect it.
Me too.
What final thought would you leave our listener with today?
The jaguar's story is a reminder that we are all connected to the natural world.
Mm-hmm.
Their survival is intertwined with our own.
Mm-hmm.
By understanding their story, appreciating their beauty, and taking action to protect them, we're not only ensuring the future of a species,
Right.
but also safeguarding the health of our planet
Yeah.
for generations to come.
That's a beautiful thought and a perfect way to end this deep dive. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll see you next time for another deep dive into the wonders of the natural world.
See ya.
It really is amazing how versatile they are as hunters.
Yeah.
But there's another layer to the jaguar's story that I find fascinating, and that's their cultural significance.
Oh, yeah.
It's deeply rooted in history, isn't it?
It is. The jaguar holds a prominent place in the history and the mythology of many ancient American cultures,
Like which ones?
particularly the Mayans and the Aztecs.
Oh, wow. So can you give us some specific examples of how they were revered?
Yeah. So imagine elaborate temples
Okay.
adorned with jaguar carvings.
Mm-hmm.
Their image was literally woven into the fabric of these societies.
Wow.
They weren't just animals, they were powerful deities, symbols of strength and protectors of the people.
So their reverence went beyond just admiration for a powerful predator.
Right,
It seems like they saw a deeper connection between jaguars and the spiritual realm.
exactly. The jaguar was often associated with the underworld,
Really?
acting as a bridge between the realms of the living and the dead.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it really speaks volumes about their understanding of life and death
Yeah.
and the interconnectedness of the natural world.
It's fascinating how a single animal can hold such profound meaning for entire civilizations.
It is.
But sadly, in the modern world, this magnificent creature faces some serious threats, doesn't it?
Unfortunately, yes.
Like what?
The jaguar is currently classified as near threatened,
Okay.
which means it's facing a high risk of extinction in the wild.
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
What are the main factors that are contributing to this